Hello everyone, this is Mohan Akalvalli. I am here to discuss about one of the important grammatical topics, that is direct and indirect speech or reported speech. As you know, we have two ways of reporting the words of a speaker. They are direct and indirect. If we report the words of a speaker quoting exact words of a speaker within inverted commas or within quotation mark, we call it as direct speech. Or if we report the words of a speaker in my own way or in our own way without quoting them or without writing them within inverted commas, we call it as indirect speech. To know in detail about direct and indirect speech, let us discuss with examples. Let me write an example here in direct speech. Raju said, I am going to Shimoga tomorrow. Look at the example here. Here, to report the words of a speaker, I have used his exact words within quotation mark or within inverted commas. And here we can see the construction of the sentence first. Look at here, we can divide this sentence as two parts. They are, Raju said is one part, I am going to Shimoga tomorrow is another part, which are within inverted commas. Look at here, Raju said is reporting portion or principal clause. And this reporting portion or principal clause is separated from this subordinate clause or exact words of the speaker by using comma. And the exact words of the speaker and this part of the sentence is called as subordinate clause or exact words of the speaker or actual words of the speaker, and it is used within inverted commas. And here this exact words of the speaker is separated by comma, and here we have used within inverted commas. Look at here, Raju is speaker, said is reporting verb. It is reporting verb. And who is the reporter here? I am the reporter. To report the Raju's words, I have used his exact words within quotation marks. That is the main thing we have to observe. When we go to report the words of a speaker by using his exact words within quotation mark or within inverted commas, we call it as direct speech. Then what is this speech? And here this is direct speech. Let me write the same example in indirect speech. Raju said that he was going to Shimoga next day. Look at the main changes here. Here I am the reporter and Raju is the speaker. To report the Raju's words, I have made some changes here. I have reported his words in my own way without quoting his exact words within inverted commas. I have removed inverted commas here. There is no inverted commas in this sentence. And this is he was going to Shimoga next day is reported in my own way without quoting his exact words. And to write the indirect speech sentence and write or report the sentence or the words of the speaker in my own way, I have made some grammatical changes here. What are the changes I have made? Look at the sentence here. We can divide this sentence also as two parts. That is, Raju said is one part, he was going to Shimoga next day is another part. And this is principal clause and this is indirect statement or reported speech. Reported speech or indirect statement. Look at here. Raju said the reporting portion and reported speech are joined by the linker that. And here that introduces the indirect statement or reported speech. And also I have made some changes. Who is the speaker here? Raju is the speaker. And here we use reporting verbs according to the kinds of sentences. Here the sentence is assertive sentence. That is why said is assertive statement of reporting verb. I have kept the same word reporting verb as it is. This is assertive sentence. That is why I have used the linker that. According to the kinds of sentence, that will be changed to other form, and that it may become to, not to, if or whether, according to the kinds of sentence. And look at here, I have changed the personal pronoun. I have changed it to he. And look at the changes in tense. This sentence, the exact words of the speaker is in present continuous tense, and here when I report the exact words of the speaker in my own way, just I have changed it to past continuous tense. It means here not only personal pronouns will change, and even the tense will also change. Look at the adverb here, the word which indicates the time, and here it also has changed to next day. When we go to report the words of a speaker in our own way, just we have to make the changes. They are, we have to write the reporting, and we have to change the reporting verbs according to the kinds of sentence, and we have to use the linker according to the kinds of sentence, and we have to change the personal pronoun according to the context and according to the sentence, and we have to change the tense of the sentence according to the context and according to the situation, and we have to change the adverb which indicates the place and time according to the context and according to the time and place. These are all the changes we have to make. We will learn these changes while writing indirect speech step by step. Let me discuss what are the changes we do while writing indirect speech by considering the kinds of sentences. Let me discuss with kinds of sentences very first. How many kinds of sentences we have in English? 4 kinds of sentences we have in English. Which are they? They are assertive or declarative, interrogative, imperative, exclamatory. These 4 kinds of sentences we have. According to these 4 kinds of sentences, we use reporting verbs and linkers while changing the sentences from direct speech to indirect speech. Let me discuss with assertive sentence first. Assertive sentence. What is mean by assertive sentence? Assertive sentence is nothing, that is only simple statement or common statement. When we have these kind of assertive sentences, most of the time direct speech will be in the same assertive manner, reporting verb will be in the same assertive manner, that is say or tell. The say or tell are these reporting statements are simple statement or assertive sentences. That is where we do not go to change to other forms. But apart from this, when the assertive statement is confess, answer or reply, we use other reporting verbs. Which are they? Let me write here. We use reply, we use answer, we use state. Look at here. The reporting verb, if the reporting verb is in present tense form, we use say, tell, reply, answer, state. If the reporting verb is in a past tense form in direct speech, we change into said, told, replied, answered, stated in past form. What is the linker we use to join the reporting portion and indirect statement? We use the linker that. That is linker when we have assertive sentences in indirect speech. This is the main changes we should do while changing the sentences from direct speech to indirect speech when we have assertive sentence. Let me write an example here to make you understand. Raju said, I am busy. Look at the sentence here. This is direct speech, and here I have used the exact words of the speaker within quotation mark or within inverted commas. Let me change this. And here I am busy is assertive sentence. It is common statement, simple statement. That is why. And one more thing you should observe. Here said is assertive statement. It is assertive reporting verb. So when we go to change this sentence into indirect speech, look at the changes here. Raju said remains same only. It doesn't change to any form because it is simple assertive statement. Said, and we should use the linker that, and here I changes to he was busy. Don't go to bother about the changes of personal pronoun and changes of tense. I will discuss with them later. Just focus on here said and that, using reporting verb and using linker while changing sentences from direct speech to indirect speech. Let me write one more example here. Ravi said, I sing a song. Look at here. I sing a song is assertive sentence. It is simple statement, a common statement. How to change this statement or how to report this statement in indirect speech? Look at the changes here. Ravi said remains same because it doesn't change to any form. Itself it is an assertive statement. Ravi said, which linker we should use? That we should use, and he sang a song. Look at here, I changes to he or she, and this is in simple present tense. Simple present tense changes to simple past tense in indirect speech. This is the main changes we should remember while changing assertive sentences from direct speech to indirect speech. Let me discuss with interrogative sentences. How we change the interrogative sentences from direct speech to indirect speech. Interrogative sentence. What is mean by interrogative sentence? If a sentence requires answer, if a sentence is question, we call it as interrogative. When we have interrogative sentences, then while changing the sentence from direct speech to indirect speech, we use reporting verbs. They are question, ask, inquire, etc. Many more reporting verbs we use except of question, ask, inquire. Here I have written only 3. Look at here, these are all the reporting verbs we use instead of said or say or told or tell. And look at here, one more thing you should remember. In interrogative sentence, we have 2 kinds. Which are they? We have yes or no type of interrogative and we have WH type of interrogatives. When we have yes or no type of interrogatives, we use if or whether as a linker. What is mean by yes or no type of interrogatives? If the question requires the answer as yes or no, it is called as yes or no type of interrogative. Look at here, while forming yes or no questions, we change the place of helping verbs before the subject, and at the end of the sentence we put question mark to make it as yes or no. But here, when we go to change these interrogative sentences from direct speech to indirect speech, we should write the sentence in assertive form only. We shouldn't keep the sentence in interrogative form. So to change the interrogative sentence into assertive sentence, when we go to change the sentence from direct speech to indirect speech, we should make some changes here. What the changes we should make? And we should change the place of helping verb after the subject. Let me discuss with the example here. Ramya said, have you finished your work? Question mark. Look at the sentence here. This is, have you finished your work? It is yes or no type of question. To change this yes or no type of question from direct speech to indirect speech, what we should do, look at here. And this sentence is in present perfect. Look at here. Ramya is speaker and the reporter. Said is assertive form of reporting verb, and we have to change this assertive form of reporting verb into interrogative form of reporting verb. And here instead of said, we can use ask. Asked, because here we can use ask if there is say, but the reporting verb is in past tense. That is why we should write the past tense of the ask, asked. Ramya asked. Which linker we should use? If or whether. We can use either if or whether after reporting verb. I use if here. If you changes to he had finished his work. Look at here, I have removed question mark. One more thing you should observe. Here, helping verb have is before the subject to make it as interrogative or to make it as yes or no question. Here, one rule is, as I said, and here that is the thing that we should write the indirect speech in assertive sentence. So, I have changed the place of helping verb after the subject to make it as assertive. Look at here, he is subject. After subject, I have used have form of past form helping verb in indirect speech. Look at read the sentence now. Ramya asked if he had finished his work. Let me write one more example. Sheila said, will you come to the class? Will you come to the class? Look at here, this is interrogative and I have used modal auxiliary before the subject to make it as yes or no question. How to change this direct speech to indirect speech? Look at the changes here. Sheila asked. We can use question, inquire, ask according to the context. But here, according to this context, I have used asked here as reporting verb. Asked. We can use the linker if or whether. If or whether. Sheila asked if or whether. We have to change the modal auxiliary after subject, and you changes to he, will changes to would in indirect speech, whether he would come to the class. Come to the class. Look at here. The sentence and our indirect statement is in assertive form. Why? Because modal auxiliary is after the subject. I have placed it after the subject, make it as assertive form, and I have removed question mark and I have removed inverted commas too. Look at here, read the sentence once more. Sheila asked whether he would come to the class. That is the main change we should know while changing yes or no question from direct speech to indirect speech. Look at here, let us move to one more kind of interrogative sentence, that is WH kind of interrogative sentence. When we have interrogative pronouns like WH, what, who, when, where, we keep WH itself as linker in indirect speech. We do not go to write any other linker, or we do not go to use any other linkers. We keep the interrogative pronoun WH itself and we keep themselves as there only. We do not go to change them. And look at here, let me write an example. Ravi said, what is your name? Look at here, what is your name? What is WH or interrogative pronoun? How to change this sentence to indirect speech? We have to change the reporting verb. Let me change this part first. Ravi questioned or asked according to context. Question, what remains same as linker? Look at here, one rule I have told. What is the rule? We have to write interrogative sentences in assertive form when we change the interrogative sentences from direct speech to indirect speech. And to form assertive sentences or to change interrogative sentences to assertive sentences, one rule we should do, that is, we should place the helping verb after the subject. What is the subject here? Your name is subject. It means we have to change the place of helping verb after subject, and here your name changes to his name and is changes to was. Read the sentence now. Ravi questioned what his name was. Let me write one more example. Rani said, "Who are you?" Look at the example here. Rani said, "Who are you?" Let me change the sentence to indirect speech. Rani asked, or also we can use inquired because it might be inquiry. So we can use inquired or asked. Rani asked. WH, who, remains same. And here the preposition, the helping verb are is before the subject. We have to change the place of after the subject to make it as assertive. So you changes to she, who, she was, or changes to was according to the tense rule, and we will discuss about the tense later. Rani asked who she was. This is an indirect statement or indirect speech of Rani said, "Who are you?" This is the main changes we should do while changing the interrogative sentences from direct speech to indirect speech. Let me discuss with imperative sentences. What are the changes we do when we have imperative sentences or when we go to change imperative sentences from direct speech to indirect speech? Imperative sentence. What is mean by imperative sentence? If a sentence expresses order, request, suggestion, advice, we call the sentence as imperative sentence. When we have imperative sentences, when we go to change them from direct speech to indirect speech, we use the reporting verbs. They are say, ask, request, order, advice, or many more other reporting verbs also we use. One more thing you should remember, when we have imperative sentences, we don't have subjects. Imperative sentences begin with verbs only. Here when we go to change them to indirect speech, then we make or we write the verb in infinitive form. It means to make or to write the verb in infinitive form, we use the preposition to before the verb. It means here in indirect speech, when we have imperative sentences, we use to as a linker if the sentence is positive. If the sentence is negative, we use not to as a linker to write the verb in infinitive form. Let me discuss this with examples. Let me write an example here. Shailu said, "Open the door." Look at here. Open the door is command. It is imperative sentence. The sentence begins with verb only. And when we go to change the sentence to indirect speech, look at the changes here. How we use reporting verb and linker. Shailu asked, as Shailu said only. It is command, that is why we use said only. Shailu said, and it is positive imperative, that is why we should use to make open as infinitive. To open the door. Read the sentence now. Shailu said to open the door. This is indirect speech. Let me write one more example. Ravi said, don't touch it. Look at here. Don't touch it is negative imperative. And when it may be warn or it may be order. So I consider it as a warn. So let me change this sentence into indirect speech. Ravi warned not to touch it. Look at the sentence here. Don't, which make it as a negative. So I replace this don't by using not to make it as negative infinitive of this verb touch. Read the sentence now. Ravi warned not to touch it. This is the main change that we should remember while changing imperative sentences from direct speech to indirect speech. Let me discuss with exclamatory sentences. What are the changes we do while changing exclamatory sentences from direct speech to indirect speech? Exclamatory sentences. Exclamatory sentence. What is mean by exclamatory sentence? Here, if the sentence expresses sudden feeling, a sudden expression, a surprise, we call the sentence as exclamatory sentence. Especially, we use interjections like alas, bravo, hooray, ho. These are all the interjections we use in exclamatory sentences, and also we use exclamatory mark to express the sudden expression or sudden feeling, surprise of the sentence. When we have exclamatory sentences, when we go to write these exclamatory sentences in indirect speech, we should use the reporting verbs. They are exclaim, cry, and also we can use wish, etc. Look at here, along with these reporting verbs, we also use adverbial phrases to mention these and to qualify these reporting verbs in principal clause in indirect speech. And when we write exclamatory sentences in indirect speech, we should write that sentence in assertive form. To write that exclamatory sentences in assertive form in indirect speech, we use that as a linker. We use that as a linker, and also we delete or we omit the interjections there, and we also omit exclamatory mark. Let me discuss these things with examples. Let me write an example here. Ravi said, what a beautiful flower. This is exclamatory sentence. What a beautiful flower. And let me change this sentence to indirect speech. Ravi exclaimed that what? When exclamatory sentence begins with what, a WH form of questions, we write it as it. It was a beautiful flower. Look at the sentence here. This is assertive sentence now. This exclamatory sentence has changed to assertive sentence in indirect speech. Look at the changes here. Ravi exclaimed that it was a beautiful flower. Let me write one more example. Rajesh said, alas, we have lost the match. Look at the example here. Rajesh said, alas, we have lost the match. Here I have used interjection. After interjection, I have used exclamatory mark to indicate that it is exclamatory sentence. To change this sentence to indirect speech, we should change the form of a sentence to assertive form. Let me change this sentence to indirect speech. Rajesh exclaimed sorrowfully. Look at here. I have used adverbial phrase with reporting verb to mention the feeling. And I use that as a linker because this is exclamatory sentence. When we have exclamatory sentence, we use that in indirect speech. That they had lost the match. Look at here. The sentence has changed to indirect speech as well as the sentence has changed to assertive form. I hope you have understood according to kinds of sentence how we should use reporting verbs and linkers in indirect speech. In my next session, I am going to discuss about the changes of personal pronouns, changes of tense and changes of adverbs in indirect speech. Thank you. Have a nice day.